Hey traders, I'm going to talk about trading other people's money today because I mentioned it in, I think, the video last week about upping your game and scaling your account, so to speak. And I just want to share with you a really sour story, which well, it's not sour, it's a story which something happened to me, or something that I did, which I was really pissed off about a good 3 years ago now. And it was at the time when I was full steam ahead with my trading. Everything was going well. The year before this event, I'd made another 60% ROI a year, which was cracking. Everything was going great. I was literally on fire. Every trade I was placing was just profit. I couldn't make a single bad trade. And so as you can imagine, one would be on cloud nine, which I pretty much was at the time. And as a result of that, and my personal account growing, I had lots of friends and family asking, can you trade my account for me, etc. Which of course I've been holding out on for a long time. However, I had a really good close friend of mine who really insisted that I'd traded her account, and we trusted each other, etc. So I said, let's start this small to begin with, because you don't know how I trade, and the way I trade is medium to long term. So because I'm a trend trader, you don't have consistent trades every single week or month, etc. And during the period, I gauge my trading over the period of a year, as you know. And you may have months for even 3 or 4 months where you do absolutely jack shit, and then you have a bout of crazy activity. So I said, right, I'll trade your account for you, but we'll just start with 20 grand to begin with. And I found out, so we discussed what sort of returns were expected, and the neighbour's dogs are going nuts. And yeah, so we agreed that 10% over a period of a year would be acceptable, and I would take a small percentage of the profits. And what happened was I don't know, I couldn't see it happening, but long story short, within a month or so, I was about 2 or 3% up. Everything was going fine, and then she came back to me and said, "Can we accelerate these profits a bit?" And I went, "Okay." And so I said that I could use a riskier strategy, which would amplify the risks, obviously, but the returns would be slightly better. We agreed, and long story short, within the period of about 3 months, I blew the account, which was huge egg on my face. It was really bad. I was embarrassed. I was petrified. Literally every emotion you can imagine on the negative side, I went through that. I don't mind losing my own money. I've had years of experience doing that, but losing other people's money really shits me up. So, and the reason being is because we're using this riskier strategy. Now, obviously, in our contracts and our limited power of attorney, etc., we everything was laid out, so there was no sort of recourse on my side. However, that just doesn't sit well with me. So I paid her back. I paid her the full 20,000, which she started off with, and a bit more just for screwing up the account, basically. And so the reason I'm sharing this story is because it can happen to the best of us. So we've had a few traders now. There's about 3 people within our community who have quit their jobs and are trading full time, which is absolutely fantastic. And a lot of you, I can see it in the gold group, a lot of you are also getting to that stage where your trading is getting really consistent, you're getting great returns. I mean, in the trade of the month, every month, I'm always seeing the same sort of 6 people always up there with consistent returns. So it won't be long before you start thinking about either getting loans to scale your account, etc. But my one word of advice, and please take this, is do not trade other people's money unless you're getting it as a loan, because it's then your money, not someone else's. So please don't even think about trading your friends or family's accounts. It will lead to ruin. And this is really recent. Just over 3 years ago this happened to me. But hey, only do it if you stick to super conservative risk management. So when I was doing the mirroring service and we had about 2.5 million on the account, I was risking 0.1% per trade. And so if you are going to be doing anything like that, you need to really scale down your risk. So hope that helps, and have a good one. Cheers, bye.